we're going to go ahead and use the rest of this episode to talk about just some other things, primarily related to Marvel, but we're also going to be talking about Booster Gold at some point.
Yeah.
I'm
been
going
a
to talk
bad week.
about Spider-Man later on.
Yeah, it's been a bad week for some comic book news, and there was
I wouldn't say it's been an entirely bad week because we did have
bad
a lot
news.
of disappointment, but we also got some really good stuff out of Comic-Con. So
no,
overall,
I mean Comic-Con was last week. I mean specifically this week that we're on.
Last week we talked about Comic-Con. Blah blah blah. We're going to talk about the rest of what came out that week, aka the cancellation of Wonder Man and Blade.
I'm
pissed.
I'm pissed. Oh my god! When I saw that Wonder Man season 2 was cancelled, I immediately DM'd you. I was like, "What the fuck,
dude?"
Because we loved Wonder Man.
I was at work. I finally got a little bit of a break. I was able to sit down. First thing I did was open Twitter. Never do that. Never do that ever. I pull up discussing film. When I saw that tweet, I was fuming. I text Geeky. Literally, I go, fuck, no, shit, fuck.
Yeah, because I sent you the screenshot, and you're probably going, is this real? And then you went to Twitter. It was real.
No.
Oh, you saw it first before I did.
I saw it before I saw yours. Because at my job, internet is terrible, so I don't get a lot of Discord stuff. So I just sent that, like, I sent the photo. I'm like, fuck, no. Like I sent my whole spiel.
And then right above it was just my screenshot was saying, "Better say psych right now," because it was not funny.
Okay, real quick before we get into Wonder Man and talk about why I'm so frustrated on it, I just want to say I saw Blade being canceled coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah, I think we all saw Blade canceled.
It wasn't getting off the ground anytime soon.
No, I thought it'd been canceled for a long time now. What's the actor's name? I'm so bad with remembering people's names.
Mahershala Ali.
Thank you, but he has spoken out about it recently, which is why I mentioned it in like the Blade official being.
The reason why it was canceled is because he backed out.
No, he didn't back out. They were saying like, look, I wanted to make the film. Marvel had the funds to do it. If we were going to make this film, we would have made it by now, rather than keep me on contract for
he
7 years.
He said he got tired of waiting, so he backed out of the contract.
I don't blame him getting tired. It's been 7 years since it was announced.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
All right, Mr. Fantastic,
they should never, ever have announced a Blade film when you announce that the new saga is the multiverse saga. Blade's great. Blade's an amazing character. What the fuck is he gonna do in the multiverse? What the fuck is he supposed to do? What? How is he supposed to work around, multiverse of characters like Thor or Doctor Strange or like Shang-Chi, stuff like that? Like those characters, they kind of make sense, especially with the setup that we got in Shang-Chi, where the rings are gonna lead into Doomsday, blah blah blah, whatever, yada yada yada. Blade is a character that excels in the supernatural side of Marvel. The supernatural side. That's where he lies. That's where he should be. That's where he excels. That is him. That is his character. He should be working with characters like Moon Knight. And he should be working with Doctor Strange in a different regard. Not the multiverse. He should be fighting vampires. He should work with Werewolf by Night. He should be doing so much more. Just not with the multiverse. Get Mahershala Ali on. Yes, love that. Beautiful casting. He can do an amazing job as Blade. Why the fuck would you announce him as Blade or the film during the multiverse saga?
This announcement, we just had obviously San Diego Comic-Con last week at the time of us recording this. They announced the Ghost Rider film there. This would have been a time to announce a Blade project.
This would have been the time to announce Blade. That's perfect. It's perfect timing. What are we doing? Oh, God, dude.
I am frustrated because
it makes my blood boil just thinking about how horribly executed this film was.
The film didn't even happen. It didn't even happen. That's the thing.
Yes, that's the thing. It's just, it was doomed from the get-go. And I remember literally being like, oh, cool, Blade. In the multiverse? It's like what the
like I said, we want the Blade project, and we have a fantastic actor who could have done a fantastic Blade.
And they tried they had a good setup as well with Blade meeting Black Knight and Eternals. That would have been an amazing setup. And now both of those projects are doomed.
And now
Both
this
of
is what
those
I
are
mentioned. This is what I mentioned earlier about post-credit scenes that lead to nowhere. Oh, it's frustrating. Like, now, obviously, I think a Midnight Suns, they could have done, like, we got Ghost Rider in the MCU. Well, we're getting Ghost Rider in the MCU, sorry, later on
Yeah.
in 20. We got Moon Knight already. I would hope for him to come
He's
back at
probably
some
going
point.
to come back after Secret Wars because we're probably getting the supernatural side finally, which would have been the perfect time to bring Blade in.
And the thing is now, even if we do get a Blade project, I don't know if he would want to come back after being wasted for 7 years. Yeah, I think you'd have to look elsewhere now.
I don't blame Mahershala Ali for being so frustrated and leaving the project. I don't.
No,
It is not his fault by
absolutely
any
not.
means. Not at
He would
all.
have made.
I actually support Mahershala Ali's decision to leave. I would have done the same thing.
And speaking out as well.
And speaking out.
Oh, sorry. It's just sorry to be like all negative, angry at the aid, but like the whole thing's it's been like really. It's
They canceled 2 projects that were so good and so possible to be so good, and then they just fucking killed them.
What pissed me off? Here's the thing. With the Wonder Man situation, what really pissed me off is we saw season 1. We fucking loved it. We thought it was great.
Oh, we thought I thought it was one of the best shows that they ever put out.
It was fantastic. The humor, the heart, the story. It was chef's kiss from start to finish. So when earlier in the year, not even like what was it, like March,
Like
April?
right after the show came out, they announced that they were going to renew it for season 2.
And then we got news, and I remember the day they said, "Hey, season 2 is happening. It's being renewed." I was like, "Oh my god, look what's happening! Season 2, yes, let's go." So the fact, I can't figure out what the hell has happened in these short few months between that announcement, because it was only like March, April when it was announced, and we're only in August. So what's happening in these few months that's warranted being renewal to straight up cancellation?
Yeah.
Because even the director who's directing Spider-Man Brand New Day, by the way,
Dustin Daniel Cretton.
Yeah, he has said that like the only thing he doesn't know is the why. And
even the showrunner made a TikTok post about it. Like, we don't exactly know what happened. We're very, bummed out by it, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of people speaking out on Marvel's decisions right now.
I think they should be speaking out on these decisions.
And they should
I think they should.
And I'll be honest, there's the whole argument online right now that it's a race thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not putting it past them.
No.
I'm not. I'm not. It makes too much sense. Sidelighting Sam Wilson, bringing back Steve Rogers, making him, much less of a character, not building him up as well as they did with other characters.
There is
it's so
there's a worrying trend of it, and it's wondering, like, I don't know necessarily if like in Marvel themselves like racist, but obviously I'm worried that they're pandering to the wrong audience.
There could be some execs in either Marvel or DC or in Disney that are just refusing to. I died.
Well, we can't.
I'm so angry.
We don't know for sure. We can only speculate, but there's a worrying pattern here of like these black characters are constantly having armor wars. Not happened to Rhodey. What the fuck happened to that? There was meant to be promises. There was meant to be a Wakanda show with is it Ayo
Eyes of Wakanda?
Yeah. Don't think
they shadow dropped that. No, they dropped it.
I didn't even know that was out. Oh, no, there was another show.
That's the problem. They shadow dropped it. They made one trailer, and then they did zero promo with it. Yeah. Zero.
And look, I know we're not the biggest fans of Ironheart, but as a friend pointed out to me, even Ironheart didn't really get that much promotional material compared to something like
to
Daredevil.
And don't get me wrong, it's such a blessed show. Like, me and Geeky, I think, are lower than a lot of other people on it. It still doesn't. That doesn't mean it doesn't deserve any promo. Fucking She-Hulk got more promo than half of the projects we're talking about.
And now Blade has been developed. The Blade has been in development hell. Wonder Man's been cancelled. Like, I don't know if it's something inside. There's some like kind of like racial thing inside of Disney, or if they're trying to pander to the wrong audience. Because there's always people crying out, but like woke. And here's the thing: one of my running jokes I have in the Discord server that we're in is like, I'm always joking like, woke. Because I love taking the piss out of people who genuinely use woke.
Fun of it.
We love taking the piss out of these fucking idiots. But like, it's all this bullshit. Like, I'm worried Marvel are pandering to like these people because they're worried about box office success and all that. I'm like, fuck these people. No matter how good of a film you put out,
be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see diversity done well. I want to see characters actually excel in the fields that they deserve to be in. They should be. They should be given light. They should have been, brought out into the spotlight like they deserve to be. Black Panther was one of their best performing films in the MCU. That's just proof. It's proof that this works. It's proof that it's a good thing. Why the fuck are we not learning? God, it's so fucking frustrating.
Because good projects are being cancelled. Wonder Man was one of the best shows. It was the best. Fuck it, I'll say it. I think this was actually going to be one of my hot takes because I didn't know how you'd feel about it, but I'll just say it now because I'll move on hot takes. I said Wonder Man is the best MCU show. Hands down. Nothing.
I still think Daredevil's better, but you're not far off. You're not far off by any means.
Listen, I think it is better than Daredevil just because I think how much season 1 let me down. But Wonder Man was fucking incredible. It deserves a season 2. Everyone on that shit deserves better. Think about, look at what Wonder Man did. Not just for Wonder Man, but the character of Trevor, who was like a nothing when the MCU started. They hated him when he was the Iron Man droid. That was like one of the worst twists in the MCU. And now thanks to Wonder Man, he's become one of the most beloved side characters. We're pissed off.
Sense. It makes no sense. It makes zero unbelievable goddamn sense on why they did this.
No, I am pissed. Here's the thing: if they knew if they had never announced a season 2, I wouldn't be this angry. I'd just be like, look, Wonder Man was great as it is. But the fact that they announced
it could be great on its own standalone. If it didn't get a season 2 and they followed it up on something later on, great, awesome. But that's fine. Don't promise us a season 2. Don't say you're working on it. Don't say you're getting scripts done. Don't say stuff like that, and then just throw it into a vat of acid and watch it die a very slow, painful death. There's no fucking reason why this should be happening. Zero.
If they said, look, we're just putting Wonder Man on hiatus because like the director's busy doing other projects. Say he's just done Spider-Man. I think he's doing some other Marvel projects as well. If they said
Spider-Man, he's done he did Wonder Man. He did what else did he do? I know he did more. He did The Punisher. He's been very worked. And I think he's still having a good time.
Yeah, and I think he's obviously a very busy man. So if they said, look, the director's working on another project right now, we're just going to put Wonder Man on hiatus until he's free, then we'll go straight on to Wonder Man. But the fact that that would have been fine. I'd been like, okay, great, don't rush Wonder Man. Season 1 was fantastic. Let's make season 2 even better. If you could even do that, because season 1 was so fucking great. But you've cancelled it. You fucking cancelled it after like 3 months of fucking announcing it. And I'm pissed off. Oh, God. And I'm sorry for the listeners. I know we're
You see what angry. You did, Corporal? You see what you did?
For the audio listeners there who's listening on Spotify, Cooper here just chucked a load of Pokemon cards on the floor in anger, slammed his mic, and has walked off set. We're passionate. We're fucking passionate about this shit, Marvel.
I am so pissed.
Wonder Man, you deserve better.
Full on. Wonder Man and Blade deserve better.
My only hope that I'm holding on to now is a Wonder Man appears somewhere else. He should be getting his own fucking series.
We better get the West Coast Avengers. We better.
Oh, absolutely. The fucking Wonder Man's a great character. Deserved much better. And there was something else that we thought was cancelled. It wasn't cancelled. It's just moving forward with a new creative team. The Booster Gold series.
They just did a whole scrap on the initial idea for Booster Gold, and now they're coming back with a new one. There's not much else to say about that. It's just like we were kind of faked out. We were like, oh, they're canceling a show that could have been an actual pivotal character, but we're keeping Jimmy Olsen. Fuck you.
Don't speak about my goat that way.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But yeah, Booster Gold, I'm excited to see. I hope to God we see Shane Top from Smosh be Booster Gold. That is some beautiful casting. I still think that's one of the only fan casts I would actually like to see. But I'm sorry. I'm still caught up on Wonder Man and Blade. I'm sorry. I'd like to talk about Booster Gold right now, but I just.
It was kind of funny. It was such awful timing because as the Wonder Man news came out, it initially seemed like the Booster Gold had also been cancelled. So, like I said, we were just having a shitty fucking week being
Yeah,
like,
because
oh
I
my
like
God.
Booster Gold. I like Booster Gold. But then like, oh no, we're just moving forward with a different team. I'm like,
So
oh,
there's
okay.
still hope. There's still hope, at least, with Booster Gold.
Which is so frustrating because I spent those days just like so frustrated about Wonder Man and Blade that I was like, oh great, and Booster Gold. I don't care. Fuck! Wonder Man, Blade, fuck!
Oh, sorry. I am now literally sweating because I've been
My hand hurts.
ranting.
I just punched the fucking shit out of my mic. I just punched my mic so hard. Do I have any? Oh, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh,
For those of you
ooh.
who are listening on Spotify, he's got a broken hand right now. It's just blood and bones.
Just, no.